Hi everyone, and welcome to Matt McIlmoyl's Summary of Learning for EC&I 831. Before EC&I 831, my career as a master's student consisted mostly of presentations and papers. Going online was usually reserved for doing research on one of these two activities. Social media was never involved, and except for a Facebook account, my social media presence was almost non-existent. I didn't have Twitter. I didn't know what a hashtag was. Clearly, I was out of my comfort zone. What was I going to learn? I had more questions than answers. What I didn't know was that with the help of Alec and you, my classmates, I would start to build and fill a digital toolbox that would help me to both learn and teach more effectively online. My blog was the first tool I acquired. I had always enjoyed writing, but now I had the opportunity to use WordPress to learn everything from embedding YouTube videos to using widgets. Blogging, I soon found out, was also a powerful tool for learning from and connecting with my peers. The digital footprint was a concept I was obliquely aware of. What really hit home for me was when I learned that nothing you do online is truly private. Everything we do leaves a trail and helps us to build an online reputation. Every click, every picture, every status update plays a role and helps us to tell the world a story about ourselves. Digital citizenship was an impactful subject for both me as a parent and educator. Awareness of how and why to teach appropriate and responsible use of technology has implications for me as a parent of 4 young children. They'll grow up in a world where making their digital footprint and learning to be safe, happy, and responsible digital citizens will be an essential part of their childhood experience. Digital citizenship also applies to educating future psychiatric nurses. Being able to teach these students the importance of mindful use of technology and social media will help them use it in a responsible way as they develop into new healthcare professionals. Open education was a resource that I'm embarrassed to say that I was almost entirely unaware of. I discovered that sources like Khan Academy have up-to-date, accessible information that's relevant to what I am currently teaching. I was under the assumption before that Khan Academy was just for children in the K-12 system that wanted to brush up on math and sciences. How wrong I was. I'm looking forward to implementing that in some of my future teaching. For this class, I was also unaware of online textbooks, which are reputable, accessible, and free tools for students and instructors. Now we come to YouTube. Ah, yes, YouTube, another form of social media that I was finally familiar with. Prior to this class, I used YouTube usually as a source of entertainment, watching cat videos and clips of Family Guy. What I learned was that YouTube is not only a powerful platform for online learning, with videos like TED Talks, but also a vehicle for sharing ideas and a place to look for and find human connection. In fact, I learned that all social media can be used in this way. Just look at our Google Plus community. Most of the time you guys had answers posted to questions I didn't even know I had yet. For crying out loud, I even learned how to cook chicken as a result of a BuzzFeed video that popped up on my Facebook feed. And then there was Twitter. I was such a social media neophyte that I thought a hashtag was still a pound sign. It took a while, but eventually I was able to harness the basics and started making connections, tweeting, and learning. A culture of sharing was another impactful notion for me. Sharing ideas and work can help me facilitate meaningful learning experiences for the students I teach, but also connect with peers and other nursing educators. I learned that sharing gets us as educators out of our silos and broadens the conversation. It expands our learning networks as well, and it builds relationships. By sharing, we support others and find support ourselves. As I mentioned, implementing a culture of sharing in my workplace is a goal of mine moving forward as a result of this class. I plan to connect more with colleagues in other nursing programs and understand their challenges, the challenges they face and the questions they have. Through the open sharing of ideas, practices, and teaching materials, I hope to build a mutually supportive teaching environment. The concept Community was also big for me in this class. Our willingness to answer each other's questions, stimulate discussions by asking our own questions, and support one another through comments and feedback was something that was very interesting to be a part of. Making learning accessible and open was a concept that I really enjoyed learning about. I learned about things like net neutrality and open education. These were things that I was kind of familiar with, but now I understand the impacts and the power of having accessible, quality, open education sources for students and teachers everywhere. I also understand why access to these resources should be kept equitable. Building learning networks is something else I'll take away from this class. You can learn almost anything online, and there are sources just waiting to be tapped, and people all around the world just waiting to connect and share. Whether that's searching for the right hashtag or uncovering the perfect YouTube video, the more you connect, the more you can learn. I want to thank Alec and all my classmates for helping me fill my digital toolbox. EC&I 831 has supplied me with some valuable tools to take with me as I continue my education journey. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you in the comments sections.